Hey guys, what's up? MJ DeMarco here, author of The Millionaire Fastlane, and today I want to talk about wealth and financial freedom in terms of a game. Now it could be any game, it could be hockey, football, baseball, and ask yourself, seriously ask yourself, do you think you have any chance of winning this game if you're always playing defense? If you're always in the outfield chasing after balls, are you going to win? If you're always defending the goal, are you going to win? If you never have the ball in your hands, are you going to win? Of course not. And yet, when it comes to wealth, the slow lane gurus, the mainstream media wants you to win the game of wealth always playing defense. Well, what is defense when it comes to the game of wealth? Defense is expenses and liabilities. That's the defensive plan. And the slow lane guru, you know what he's going to say, don't you? Pay off all that debt. Pay off the mortgage early. Quit drinking expensive Starbucks coffee because you know you'll save $900 a year. And at the course of 40 years, that will be worth $14,000 after all that time. Stop dining out at expensive restaurants. Oh, cancel the movie channels. Trade in that nice car for a used car. You see, expenses and liabilities. This is defense. And if you expect to win the game of wealth playing this way, you are absolutely fooling yourself. In fact, I'd say that this doesn't create wealth, it destroys wealth. A great example is the other night, on my way home from a softball game, I was listening to a top-level slow lane guru on the radio, and one of these callers called in and said, "We're debt-free," and the person started screaming at the top of his lungs. I guess this is what they do. And the slow lane guru, I'm not going to name his name, he said, "Congratulations for being debt-free. What is the hardest part of your journey?" And the guy said, "Well, me and my wife haven't been out to dinner in years." Wow. Does that sound like wealth to you? Or does it sound like a lifetime prescription to mediocrity? That doesn't sound like to me how I want to live. The poor guy hasn't been out with his wife in years to a nice restaurant. Oh my God. These people are insane. But this is how you are being trained and indoctrinated to win the game. Defense, expenses, liabilities. If you want to win the game, you got to go on offense. Offense is, take a guess, net income and assets. Income and assets, that is offense. I retired 30 years early because I went on offense. I had an explosive income. I was making 5-6 figures a month. If you're making $150,000 a month, how quickly is it going to take for you to be a millionaire? 5 months or 5 decades? That's offense. I created a business that scaled to a multi-million-dollar valuation. At the top of its valuation, it was worth $8 million. Asset. Asset is offense. That is winning the game. Now, I'm not saying you ignore defense because you know what? If you're making $100,000 a month and you ignore defense and you're blowing $150,000 a month, you're ignoring the defensive end of the equation. You have to play both. But the game is won on offense. So the next time you hear some slow lane guru and his caller yelling at the top of their lungs because he's debt-free, ask yourself, are they really winning the game, or are they just fooling themselves into thinking they are winning the game? Some food for thought. So the name's MJ DeMarco, author of The Millionaire Fastlane. I hope you enjoyed this video. You have a fantastic day.